You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson, Devin Haney along with Francis Flax getting ready for this third-place game featuring the Southeast of Saline Trojans and the Bulldogs from Galena. If you're not familiar with Galena, and some people are, but most people aren't, I'll give you some towns that Galena is closer to than Hutchinson. Galena is closer to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri, and Kansas City. It is a 4+ hour bus ride from Galena to Hutchinson. But this Bulldog team, Francis Flax, has been here in this tournament. This is their third consecutive year. This is a team that is familiar with that road trip.
Yeah, you're right about that. And they're used to traveling up here, like you said, 3 years in a row. The 3 years ago, I believe they were in the championship game. Last year they got bounced in the first round, and now they're in the third place game.
You look at this Galena team, as you said, they lost to Heston. That's when Heston started their run, the first championship 2 years ago. They came in last year and was booted out in the first round by TMP. Back this year, they lost to Marysville in really what was an incredible game, a low-scoring game that went into overtime, and Marysville was able to pull that out at the end. Of course, Southeast of Saline, if you were with us last night, they lost a heartbreaker to the Heston Swathers, 53-51. So these two teams come in with a combined 3 losses on the season. Galena was the number 1 seed. They came into this tournament undefeated. Southeast of Saline now sitting at 23-2 and looking to add on to that school record number of wins for the Trojans. Let's go over starting lineups for you. They're brought to you by Jeff Wells and the American Family Insurance Agency in Salina. Malachi Wesley is a 6'6" senior. Along with Maverick Harmon, he is a 6'2" senior for Galena. Hadley Price, 6'3" senior for Galena. Ty Hall, a 6'7" senior for the Bulldogs. And Tyler Little, a 6'6" senior for the Bulldogs. Their coach is Matt Meyer, and as I go over that list, a lot of height that Southeast of Saline will have to contend with. 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", Coach.
Yeah, you're right. That's the tallest team we have or will play, obviously, that we will play this year. But, I think that we're tough too, and we got good athletes as well as they do. So it'll be a tough task for us to stay with them on the boards. But if we can happen to neutralize them on the boards, we've got as good a chances as Galena will have.
Let's go over the starting lineups for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Again, brought to you by Jeff Wells Agency of American Family Insurance. Eli Sawyers, a 6'5" senior, 15.5 points per game. He leads the team in scoring and blocks. He also gets 6 rebounds and 2 assists per game. Sawyers coming off of a great game last night against the Heston Swathers. Nakari Moracle Palmer, a 6'3" senior, the all-time assist leader in Southeast of Saline school history. He gets 4.5 assists per game. He also leads the team in rebounding with 8 rebounds per game and almost 14 points scoring per game. Drake Augustine, another senior, leads the team in steals. 7 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, along with those steals. Luke Gebhardt, a 6'1" senior, 8.5 points per game, also 3.5 rebounds and 3 assists. Luke is a 6'1" senior. Daniel Kerr, the lone underclassman amongst the 10 players that will start this game. Danny is a 6-foot junior, averages 4 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists for head coach Bryson Flax, who is assisted by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross. Now the new image audio keys to success tonight. Did it for the first time this afternoon for the Southeast of Saline Trojans, Coach.
Well, like we said before, they're a very tall team. They're a zone team. They play zone most of the time, and they play methodical, deliberate basketball. They're not going to get in a hurry, or at least they haven't gotten in a hurry in this tournament. They're comfortable in playing the game in the 30s or 40s. We'd like to speed up the tempo a little bit, and if Southeast can neutralize them on the boards, it'll be any man's game.
In the jump circle, ready to go, Eli Sawyers, along with Tyler Little. Sawyers is going to win the tip. Little comes in at 6'6". He's a big-bodied senior, and he's an athletic senior. He can get out, run the floor, plays a guard spot, really, for this Bulldog squad. Southeast wearing their road purples, the dark jerseys, for the first time throughout the playoffs. They were the number 1 seed in the sub-state and also the number 2 seed here in this tournament. Galena is the only team that could make them head-to-head wear their dark jerseys. That's what we have here in this game. Sawyers misses a shot. First possession for Southeast of Saline. Now Little has it, guarded by Sawyers on the defensive end for Southeast. Augustine nearly takes a steal away, but his tip will bounce off the scorer's table opposite us here courtside at the sports arena. Galena inbounds it, Little. Close to the half-court stripe. Sawyers lets him escape. Now over to Malachi Wesley. Top of the circle they go to Ty Hall. Now off the bounce, Hadley Price has it. Nakari Morkel-Palmer takes it away. A crafty two-bounce pass up the floor to Luke Gebhardt, who runs out for a two-point conversion. Gebhardt with a two. Now another steal by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. He's going to lob it to the rim. Sawyers with a soft put in. Eli Sawyers off the lob from Nakari Morkel-Palmer, and Southeast basketball has been engaged. Steals and transition for the Trojans. Little now all the way into the paint. He'll kick it out for a three-pointer. That is up and good for Hadley Price. 4-3. These two teams didn't take long to settle in, did they?
No, they didn't. I think they both came to play.
Gebhardt with it, top of the circle, goes high post to Nakari. Nakari one bounce, now looked up backside for Augustine, who was cutting into the basket, but it was taken away by the long-armed Malachi Wesley. Wesley now will test the defense of Danny Kerr. He'll bounce it off in the corner to the baseline. A big body move to the rim and a shot that is up and good for Ty Hall. Boy, Hall just imposed his will and his will and his physicality that time.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
5-4. Sometimes you get spoiled sitting in the stands seeing these guys play, but when you sit courtside, it kind of opens your eyes at just the size and the athleticism they play with. Here's a drive and a layup that is left a little long by Drake Augustine. Rebound by the Dogs from Galena. 5-4. Galena leads it by 1. 5:45 left to go here in this first quarter. Here's a step through and a shot that is bothered by Gebhardt, it looked like. Malachi Wesley came up empty on that attempt. Southeast has it back. To the right-hand side, Drake Augustine with it. Drake will look, swing it to the right to Daniel Kerr, his first touch. Now to Gebhardt, top of the circle. Back to Kerr on the right. Kerr now will bring it back to Augustine. Working the middle to the right-hand side of the floor against this Galena zone. Now they reverse it to Gebhardt for three, and that splashes home. Luke Gebhardt has an early 5 here in this game.
It's a good ball movement by the Trojans. They waited until the opportunity came. And Luke splashed it home.
The game they played against Marysville yesterday, speaking of Galena, that game pretty much was a zone contest. It was zone on zone, and Galena looks like they're having a little bit of trouble here and there settling into the man defense against Southeast. That time, Southeast will trap, and a free guy comes with Hadley Price scoring 2. He has 5 now. Augustine out to Nakari, trying to make the extra pass to Kerr. He's going to steal it away. Galena will, but Malachi Wesley stepped on the sideline and is out of bounds. To the bench for the first time, Jackson Perry comes into the game for the Bulldogs. Our score is tied at 7. Kerr with the inbounder. He'll go between the rings to Drake Augustine. Now to Daniel Kerr to the right-hand side. Augustine has it. Augustine lost it. Now ball on the floor. Sawyers will pick it up on a look what I found. Play it out to Nakari for 3. Too strong. It won't go. Tip on the rebound all the way out to Ty Hall. Here comes the Bulldogs. They want to run. Maverick Harmon with it. Harmon now in a brief double team. Augustine will leave that trap. And Galena throws it out of bounds on the baseline. They actually called a traveling violation there. 3 turnovers here early on against the Bulldogs. Good crowd of Southeast people showed up.
Yeah,
we don't ever know about these games, do we?
You never know. What else to do on a Saturday afternoon?
Man, if basketball's going on, you and I are probably there, aren't we?
Yeah.
4 minutes left, halfway through this first quarter, 7-7. Nakari with a little flip up at the rim. That won't go down. And his tough scoring continues. He did not have a great game last night.
No, he didn't. I look for him to be a little more aggressive today. I think he will.
3:49 left to go. Galena trying to pass it in. It's stolen away by Sawyers, and it's showtime at the rim. Sawyers went up with a baby dunk and a finger roll over the right-hand side of the cylinder. Sawyers now another steal that ends up in points for Southeast. Almost stripped it away again down low. Little had the ball, and now they're going to call our first foul of the game. Boy, we made it over 4 minutes, about 4.5 minutes before we got our first foul. And this one's going to be whistled against Southeast of Saline's Luke Gebhardt. Here's a three-pointer off the inbounds. And that is no good from Maverick Harmon. Nakari Morikel-Palmer with the rebound. Here comes Kason Lilly, who is fresh into the game. He'll play it over now to Nakari. Couple of dribbles, left-hand wing, Luke Gebhardt. Back to Kason Lilly. Kason hit a couple of timely three-pointers last night that kept Southeast of Saline in that game against Heston. Here's Gebhardt with another three. That one goes. Luke Gebhardt has 8 first-quarter points, and Southeast of Saline is up by 5. 3 minutes left to go, first quarter.
Takes away all the doubt of whether we came to play or not.
Gebhardt now playing defense, has Jackson Perry bottled up. Now they go left for a three-pointer out of the hands of Maverick Harmon. Excuse me, that was actually Hadley Price. He has 8 to equal Gebhardt. Now a shot by Southeast is no good. Sawyers will get the rebound, rise up and shoot from 17. Eli Sawyers has a half a dozen. Sawyers and Gebhardt carrying Southeast early on, as they did last night. 14-10, Trojans. Bryson Flax up, standing to the left side of the scorer's table as they have been on the right side the whole tournament. Now here's a steal. Kason Lilly all the way to the cup, and he's going to be fouled from behind. Kason Lilly will have a chance to step to the free throw line. 5 turnovers for Galena so far. And so far, Coach, Southeast has been able to score off of 3 of those.
Yeah.
This is the 4th one coming up.
The 4th one. 4th opportunity right here. Got to hit one to make it official.
Foul on Hadley Price, the first Galena foul. Lilly's free throw trickles off, no good. Caden Isaacson, Drew Richardson into the game for the first time. They will replace Nakari Morikel-Palmer and also Drake Augustine.
There we go.
Kason Lilly gets 1 of 2. Missed the first, got the second.
15-10, 2 minutes to go. Good ball game.
Yeah, defense has been spurring the way for Southeast. They've had 5 takeaways. They've scored off of 4 of those here in the first quarter. Galena swinging it around. Chris ball moving, ends up baseline to Little. Now he kicks it out for a 3. Off the front of the cylinder, no good. Little comes crashing in, gets the rebound. Now off for a shot along the baseline. A little flip by Ty Hall, and that's his second basket of the day. 15-12. Southeast of Saline's lead cut to 3.
That Galena did a nice job moving the ball around that time.
Richardson has it. Now back to Kason Lilly. Lilly will drive to the cup and get stuffed, but the ball out of bounds will stay with Southeast.
I don't mind seeing that. If they're playing that zone, find a crease, go to the basket.
Kason, again, letting the defense know that he's willing to drive, and that will buy him some cushion probably later on. Here's Gebhardt. He's done well from the outside. Defender at arm's length, not letting him have that look. Southeast continues to work it around the perimeter. Ends up in the opposite corner now with Caden Isaacson. Everybody got a touch. Here's Gebhardt in the middle of the lane. Tried to flip it up as he got shoved underneath the basket. Put back by Sawyers is no good. Out to Lilly. His three-pointer won't go. And a rebound by Little up over everybody. Looks like Little might have tweaked his ankle a little bit when he came down. He's trying to run that off. There's a behind-the-back dribble and a steal by Sawyers. Look out. Sawyers enters the paint. He's going to rise up and lay it in on the backside. Looked like Eli might have lost grip on that basketball, but still able to score.
He was trying to figure out on the way down how he was going to do that.
Lost the steps, didn't he?
And he lost track of where he was.
I mean, I don't know. I've always heard dunkers say that.
Yeah.
I lost my steps. I've never had that problem. Here's Little now with a 16-footer, top of the key. That won't go down. Rebound, Kason Lilly. 5-point lead by Southeast. They're trying to expand. Lilly spin move in the paint. Actually went double spin move out to Isaacson for a long-distance look. That doesn't go. And Southeast a little discombobulated on offense here on that possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you want to do that, but that's okay.
Galena playing for the last shot. Bulldogs trail by 5. 13 seconds left to go here first quarter. Southeast still playing man-to-man defense. They work it to the right. Maverick Harmon has it. Now down low to Little. Little goes to work on Sawyers. Gets to the left-hand side of the rim and lays it in. Southeast has a chance here at the buzzer, but it's going to take a 2-3 court. That will come up short, and we are at the end of one. Good first quarter of basketball. Southeast of Saline leads Galena here in this third-place game, 17-14. As you listen to Southeast of Saline basketball, it's presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braised, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson, Devin Haney along with Francis Flax as we enter the second quarter. Presented by Salina Septic Service. Southeast of Saline with a 3-point lead. Here's a drive and a dish into Little. Little is able to score off the feed from Malachi Wesley. And Tyler Little now has back-to-back buckets. He now also has a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I can see why Galena wins some games because they're a good passing team, especially on the interior.
Foul on Sawyers is his first. Little's free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Back the other way comes Southeast of Saline. Augustine, Lilly, Sawyers, Isaacson, Richardson, all in the game.
Yeah, our shooters, Lilly and Richardson, they need to move in just a little bit. They're a little bit deep, so when they do receive the ball, they're out of shooting range. Well, not for Lilly, I guess.
Lilly, long distance with his heels on the sideline. Will draw up the first three of the day for Kaysen Lilly. 4 points for Kaysen and a 4-point lead for Southeast of Saline. Here's a deflection, nearly a takeaway by Southeast once again. Now a ball hangs in the air. Caden Isaacson comes and takes it away. Isaacson like a freight train down the lane and scores with 2. Caden Isaacson, and the defense to offense continues for Southeast. Isaacson now playing defense on Malachi Wesley. They'll play it off to Tyler Little. He fell down, saved the ball though out to the corner to Jackson Perry. Back to Little, mid-lane jumper, won't go. He gets his own rebound and scores. Boy, he's a load inside, isn't he?
The big guy. If you don't have position on him, he's going to get it.
Southeast, after a momentary big lead of the day, gave up 2 there. Now leading by 4. A miss by Sawyers inside. Back the other way come the Bulldogs. 6:23 left to go here in the first half. 22-18. Southeast of Saline leads it. Here's Wesley. A lot of dribbling on the right wing. Now he picks it up. Unattended. Not interested in shooting that jumper, though. Instead, he goes to the baseline. Galena will swing it around. Find an open shooter. That one too strong. Isaacson with the rebound. Caden wants to dribble out. Brings it all the way to half court. And now looking for help, he'll find Kaysen Lilly. Lilly dribbling up in the middle of the floor between the rings. To the right, Sawyers for 3. That one rattles out, no good. And Galena has the rebound. Back the other way.
Got to work the inside a little more.
Galena looking for a cut to the lane. That's not there. They continue to play through their offense. They swing it to the left. Maverick Harmon inside. Tyler Little, and he's going to score in another and one opportunity. And Sawyer's having some troubles with Tyler Little inside.
Yeah, he's trying to move with him. I think if he would just be stationary, put his hands up, and anticipate the spin, I believe he could draw a foul.
Tyler Little, chance here to get another 3-point play. This one, he converts. Little now with 9. It's a 1-point game, 22-21. 5:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Augustine with it on the left. Now goes to the corner to Kerr. Takes a couple of dribbles in, drags the defense. Now back to Augustine. He wants to get back in the paint. Little fadeaway shot. That won't go down, and the rebound comes in with Hadley Price. Here come the Bulldogs and a chance to take a lead. Skip pass over the top of the Southeast defense, now to the right. And a shot that is hanging in the air with Jackson Perry that scores. So 1 point Galena lead the second time today. They have led by a single digit. 4:35 left to play. Southeast in a drought here offensively. Cason Lilly, Richardson, along with Augustine, Nakari Morical-Palmer, and Daniel Kerr right now on the floor. Gebhardt sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in. As we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. Skip pass over the top of the defense. Lilly has it now, returns it back to Richardson in the middle. Augustine gets inside that zone. Now to Nakari, now to Daniel Kerr. Kerr, though, stopped, fades away on the baseline. Here's left-handed jumper, won't go down. And Southeast comes away empty again. Up the floor to Harmon. Now they swing it around. Comes back to us to Hadley Price. His three-pointer won't go. And Nakari with the rebound. Now a pitch out up to Cason Lilly, who left early. And Lilly on the left-hand side gets the bucket. Cason Lilly with 6.
Good rebound, good run, good finish.
Here comes Galena back down the floor after Southeast of Saline recaptures the lead. 24-23. Galena lobbing it inside. Again, it's Little and scores with ease. Tyler Little has taken over here in this second quarter. He has 9 points in the quarter, and the Bulldogs back up by 1.
Yeah, he's a load in that lane, let me tell you. If he gets in there and gets position. Hard to move him.
Southeast swinging it around. Augustine has it now. Lilly way downtown. Oh, all the way around the cylinder, and it comes out. Nakari with the rebound to Richardson for a 2-point jumper. That won't go. And Nakari now is stripped, but he has it back. Cason Lilly. Up top. Boy, this group out there for Southeast really surveying the zone. I think Bryson Flax could tell they were a little bit stagnant. He's going to call a timeout. 2:50, just under 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline trailing by 1, 25-24. And this second quarter is presented by Salina Septic Service.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here, 2:50 left to go. 25-24. Galena leading Phillipsburg. Southeast of Saline out of the timeout with Bryson Flax. Quick 30 there for Flax to talk about his offensive strategy and what the Trojans need to look for here. Augustine, couple of dribbles. Now to Nakari along the baseline. They kick it back out. Augustine now will dribble back to the center of the floor. He'll stop in the keyhole. Out to Gebhardt for 3. Got it to go. That is Luke's first three-pointer of the quarter, third of the half.
Yeah, that'll help. We can get a couple of those to fall like that.
Defense now ratcheting up for Southeast. Augustine almost has a steal. He leads this team in takeaways. Out to Little in three-point land. He's not interested in that. Comes back to the right-hand side to Jackson Perry. Perry dumps it off now to Little. Little brief double team, but he'll get it out of there. Back up top into the hands of Ty Hall. Galena just working the ball around, being very patient here. High post down to Little.
Pretty patient team.
Yeah, they will just grind it out on you. Them and Marysville were a lot alike in that game they played yesterday in the semifinals. There's Malachi Wesley on a spin move. Might have got away with a little travel there. He plays it off to Little, who gets to the paint. Gebhardt comes and helps out on Little. Now the kick out for 3. And that's another Galena long-range basket for Hadley Price. His third. Boy, he is mirroring what Luke Gebhardt is doing for the Trojans.
Yes, he is. And I tell you what, he just hangs out there. Let those big guys handle the ball, and then when we double team him, they find him across the court.
28-27, Bulldogs leading by 1. Lilly on a 17-foot jump shot. That won't go down. Malachi Wesley has the rebound. 1 minute left to go here in the second quarter. Galena has the basketball. Little looking over to the Bulldog bench, wanting to know the call. He's being shadowed right now defensively by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Over to the right. Jackson Perry has it. Now to Wesley. Malachi Wesley. Back over to the left. Bulldogs playing for one last shot here. 38 seconds left to play. Southeast continues to play man-to-man defense. Tyler Little has it. Now Nakari Morkel-Palmer looking for a steal. Extended his defense. Now a pass almost taken away by Kason Lilly. Bulldogs still have it though. Clock down to 20. Southeast of Saline has Galena a little rattled here, and their coach is going to call a timeout. A timeout taken here by Matt Meyer on the Galena bench with 20 seconds left to go, and it's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here.
That was good. Good defense, patient offense, but our defense extended them that time. Didn't give them any chance to get any penetration.
Yeah, instead of just kind of sitting back and waiting on Galena to make the first move, Nakari Morkel-Palmer really started that defensive flurry there, and Galena got a little sloppy with the basketball. That prompted their coach to pop up and take a break. This second quarter brought to you by Saline Septic Service. Now with a new location here in Hutchinson, Saline Septic Service has roll-off containers if you're in the middle of a remodeling project. They also have portable restrooms, portable hand-washing stations, and more. Visit their Facebook pages or their website at Saline Septic Service and HutchinsonSepticService.com. 28-27 our score. Galena leads it by 1. They have the basketball with 20.3 seconds left here in this second quarter. Tyler Little will come over and take the basketball here in the corner to our right. And he'll go all the way up in the middle of the floor to Malachi Wesley. Now into the hands of Hadley Price. Price being guarded by Karras. He takes a left-handed dribble back to the center court. Clock down to 10. Karras still going step for step. Price goes up high to Little. Little goes to work. Mid lane, now skips it all the way out to the corner for a three-pointer that's no good. Nakari's going to get the rebound and close out the first half. Good stand there by Southeast of Saline. They played defense for the last minute, including a timeout in there, and they turn Galena away. But the Bulldogs have a good second quarter. They will take a 1-point lead into the locker room here at halftime. 28-27, Galena over Southeast of Saline here in this third-place game. Halftime is brought to you by Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. We'll be back with scoring from the first half and get you up to date on the brackets that continue to march on. First-place games are coming up later today here at the Sports Arena right here on KINA.
And truck accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your breakdown on your offense and defense. Now here's Juanelle Garrettson, your real estate coach for buying and selling.
Hi, fans. It's Juanelle Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com, and I'm here to coach you up in your real estate game plan. Now is a great time to list your house, land, or investment. Or if you're in the buying mood, I'd love to help you find just the right real estate opportunity for you. And as always, go Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Juanelle at SalinaHomes.com.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. 27-28, Southeast of Saline trails it by 1. Let's go over first half scoring for you, brought to you by the Citizen State Bank in beautiful downtown Gypsum. Let's first start with Southeast of Saline. There are actually 3 guys in this game leading all scorers with 11 points. One of them is Luke Gebhardt. He has 11. Eli Sawyers has 8. Kason Lilly at the break was 6. And 2 points for Caden Isaacson. For Galena, a couple of guys with 11. Hadley Price has 11. Tyler Little with 11. 4 points for Ty Hall and 2 points for Jackson Perry. Southeast of Saline, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Galena also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And probably the stat of the day so far, Coach, is turnovers. Southeast with just 1 turnover in that first half. Galena with 7. Most of those were early on, 6 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and we took advantage of most of those, and we haven't created any in the second quarter, only 1. But amazing thing, 3 fouls called in the first half of the game.
It's been a very fluid game. You and I talked about how quickly the girls' third place game went today. It seems like we're just trucking right along here at the sports arena, doesn't it? It's a very, very rhythmic basketball being played.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
2 contrasting styles, and it's fun to watch.
When you say that, my next question for you is this a tempo game for Southeast of Saline? If they can get out and run the floor and push the issue and make their defense become offense and just kind of quicken the pace a little bit, this will be in their favor, won't it?
I think it would be. I really think it would be. We're just, as well as I do after 25 games or whatever, when we explode, we're at our best. When we can rebound, run, and score, we're really good. And, but teams know that too. So, if we could establish a little tempo, I think it would help us maybe be a little bit to our advantage.
Southeast of Saline's biggest lead in that first half was 6. Galena's biggest lead was 1 point. And Southeast of Saline trails by 1 here at halftime, 28-27. When we come back, we'll get you updated on the brackets and the action that has been going on here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson. It's a 3-minute timeout. Galena leads Southeast of Saline by 1 at the half on KINA.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure you are fueled up and ready for whatever may be around the corner, no matter what time of day. Now live at Asaria Oil and Hardware, 24/7 pumps. No matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Kansas Wesleyan University is proud to offer bachelor's degrees in criminal justice and emergency management with both programs available on campus and online. Graduates have gone on to positions in the Secret Service, various police departments, the Kansas Court of Appeals, and to serve as county officials right here in the Sunflower State. Want to know more? Visit kwu.edu today. That's kwu.edu.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnssalina.com.
Back here just about ready for third quarter action. Devin Haney along with Francis Flax. Big Sam Pretty is our producer and engineer. Back at Studio Central at the KINA Eagle Radio Salina Studios. 28-27 our score here. Galena leading by 1. Championship games are on deck. The 2 championship teams on the girls' side out warming up at halftime of this contest. The Goodland Cowgirls have a chance to defend their title. They had one of their starters and second leading scorer get hurt yesterday in a semifinal game. It was very early on in the contest in the first part of the second quarter where she was down on the floor and hurt her ankle real badly. She's out there trying to warm up. I saw she may go, but for Goodland, that'll be a challenge against a very good Cheney squad. Cheney came into the tournament the 4th seed. They have 2 losses on the season. They come into the championship game 23-2. Cheney and Goodland for the girls' championship game. That is scheduled for 4 o'clock here at the Sports Arena. And then on the guys' side, it will be the Heston Swathers. Of course, the story of the tournament after squeaking by Southeast of Saline yesterday. They have a chance to defend their title and go for 3 in a row here in Class 3A. They will take on the NCKL's Marysville Bulldogs. Here it is a 1-point lead for Galena over Southeast of Saline. Coach, we talked about tempo a little bit here in this game. What else do you think that you see for Southeast of Saline that will enable them to get out in front and stay there?
We're going to have to keep number 50 out of the lane, because I tell you, he's a strong gentleman. And, you know, if he gets position, it's hard for any one of our guys to defend him. And he's pretty crafty in there. We have to turn up the pressure a little bit and have to work a little harder for good shots. We took some ill-advised shots, in my opinion, during that second quarter. We were kind of struggling to score, and we tried a few shots that maybe were ill-advised. But if we could hit a couple, we got to let Luke let him fly, because he seems to be the one from the outside today.
Luke had a great game yesterday against Heston, scoring the basketball, especially early on in that contest, and he ends up with 11 points in that game. He has 11 right now for Southeast of Saline. Scoring-wise, it's him and Eli Sawyers combining for 19. Kason Lilly has chipped in 6, and Caden Isaacson with 2 for the Trojans. Again, Southeast of Saline wearing their road purple jerseys. Didn't know if they'd come out in the Lavenders or not, Coach, but they opted for the traditional dark purple road jerseys here against the Bulldogs in this number 1, number 2 matchup.
Well, you never know. The state of Kansas might have had something to do with that.
Yeah, they might have went, no, we're not going to do that today. But the purples look good.
Yes, they do.
Still a good look here for our Trojans. 2 quarters left of the season. Let's see what Southeast can do with it. They trail it by 1, starting out with the basketball. Augustine starts out left, now comes back right to Gebhardt. Touch pass by Nakari Morkel-Palmer out to Kerr. That won't go down from long range. And a rebound on the backside by Malachi Wesley. Augustine now starting to pick up full court pressure. Man-to-man style. He will force Maverick Harmon over to the left-hand sideline. Now dance back to the middle of the floor with him. Those two still going at it. Now Wesley tried a lob pass inside for Little, and that will go out of bounds. A forced turnover there by Southeast of Saline's defense.
Well, I like one thing we did that time. We got it inside the paint to Nakari, but he flipped it out to Danny. Instead of going back into him, we shot the ball, which is okay, but at least we got the ball inside, like right there.
Here's a bullet pass from the top of the key to Luke Gebhardt, finding Nakari Morkel-Palmer for his first basket of the day. Trojans by 1, 29-28. 7:10 left to go, not quite a minute in to this third quarter. Galena with the basketball. This is a Bulldog squad. If you missed our pregame chat, they have been here 3 consecutive years. See some shirts and some banners that say 4-time. I don't know if they qualified for the Class 3A tournament in 2020 or not. That stuff has pretty much been wiped from all the record books because of the COVID year. Here's a three-pointer by Ty Hall. Now Southeast quickly up the floor, and they're going to turn it over. A hot pass that was going to a streaking Eli Sawyers went off his right hand out of bounds. That's just the second turnover for Southeast of Saline in this game.
Well, we've seen that work, but that was a little out of his range there.
Southeast of Saline trailing by 2, 31-29. Galena coming from, go ahead, Coach.
Is this the largest lead of
it
the
is,
game?
Yep. They had 1-point lead twice in the first half. Here's Little now. He collides with Gebhardt. Gebhardt goes to the floor, and that gives Little a free pass to the basket.
Yeah.
It's a 4-point Galena lead. Boy, we talked about the lack of foul calls. There was obviously not one there either, but there is one here on Sawyer's shooting a three-pointer. And the Galena Bulldog that knocked him down, Ty Hall, extends a hand and helps him back up.
Yeah, you know, what I like about the Galena team, they're very sportsmanlike.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, what I don't like about it was that last time that 50 went into the lane, he crashed into Gebhardt. I think that should have been an offensive foul.
Yeah.
He knocked him clear out of the playing area.
First free throw by Sawyers went through the cup. Second one is going to go down. He's working on a hat trick now of 3. Had this opportunity in the game yesterday as well. That was in the first quarter of the game against Heston. But this time he completes it. Yesterday he went 1 of 3. He got all 3 here. And now Southeast of Saline back within 1. 33-32. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Augustine doing a great job up top on Maverick Harmon, turning the Galena point guard back and forth, making him change direction several times. There's Little now in the paint, falling down, plays it out to Harmon. And now Harmon will have a reset with Hadley Price, who backs it all the way out near the timeline. Price floats to the right. He will find Jackson Perry. Perry dumps it down low to Little. Little passed it out, and it's going to be a pass that goes through the wickets of Ty Hall and out of bounds right in front of us here at the half-court stripe. 2 turnovers for the Galena Bulldogs to start the half. 33-32. Dogs still have the lead here by 1. Gebhardt starts up top. They're going to close the elevator door. Try to get it inside to Nikari. That bounces out to Sawyers. He'll rise up in a double team. And a basket that goes off the rim, off the glass, and then in. 5 points for Sawyers. And Southeast of Saline has a 1-point lead back to their advantage. Southeast poked one out of bounds here. It will stay with Galena, who's facing full court man-to-man pressure. Nikari Moracle-Palmer comes up to defend Jackson Perry in the backcourt. Now they hand it off to Maverick Harmon. They'll run a clear out. It'll be Harmon and Augustine one-on-one. Harmon extends that right guard hand out, dribbling with the left hand, and now a body foul called on Augustine. After what we've seen so far in this game through about 2.5 quarters, I have a hard time believing that's a whistle for Augustine. This is his first. Just the 3rd overall foul on Southeast of Saline in this game. Galena has been whistled for 1 foul. Bulldogs have it. Little pops all the way out. He'll come get the basketball. Now stolen away. Nikari Moracle-Palmer up the floor to Gebhardt. That ball was way too hot. Gebhardt tried to run it down. And another turnover here by Southeast, trying to get up the floor quickly. Talked about pace a lot. Obviously, it's in the heads of Southeast. They're just trying a little too much, aren't they?
Exactly. Well, and I talk about it all the time. Takeaways, giveaways. We took the ball away, but we gave it right back to them without a chance to score.
Now a timeout by Galena, as they are not making a lot of mistakes, but they are struggling with this pressure from Southeast of Saline. We'll step away as well. We're in the middle of the third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout this third quarter, brought to you by our friends at Assyria Oil and Hardware. Back with more after this.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson, Devin Haney, Francis Flax, courtside here. 4:30 left to go in the third, 34-33. Southeast of Saline leading by 1. Lob pass inside. They bury it down deep with Little. He is triple teamed. Now kicks it out. Galena finds the open shooter along the baseline. Shot goes up. It's no good, but Little gets the rebound, and then his putback sets on the back shelf, bounces twice, and falls in. He was also fouled, and he'll have a chance at his 3rd three-point play.
Yeah, you know, I was about ready to make the point that while we had that pressure on, he was having to come out and help handle the ball, so he wasn't in that lane. That time he got in there.
Got the three-point play to go down. He has 5 in the quarter, 16 for the game. The big senior, Tyler Little, going to work here for the Galena Bulldogs. They lead it by 2, 36-34, as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. Akari Morkel-Palmer has it in the far corner. Now he swings it around. Everybody gets a touch here. Augustine in the paint, and his leaner won't go. A little out of control there for Drake. Tyler Little will clean it up for Galena.
Yeah, not a great shot, but good penetration. If he could have found somebody to dump it off to.
Malachi Wesley has the basketball. He has drugged Sawyers out from the basket. Right now it's Little and Gebhardt down low. Here's a lob pass. Gebhardt takes it away. They were looking for Little, but the athleticism of Luke Gebhardt took that one away. Now he's going to be stripped in the open floor. The two teams exchange turnovers all the way to the cup. And one opportunity coming up for Hadley Price. What a shot for Price as he took some contact from Luke Gebhardt and just kind of threw it up over his shoulder and it went in.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, though, when you're going to the bucket and know you're going to get fouled. You have to keep your eye on the bucket, put it up there.
He got halfway spun around, and his body control was phenomenal. Able to get that basket off the backboard. Probably just trying to earn free throws, honestly, but the ball went in for him. And now he has a chance at a three-point play. 38-34. Price trying to put the Bulldogs up by 5, and it misses off the back heel. But now, I was going to say Little gets the rebound, but then Nakari Morkel-Palmer came in and took it away from him. Here comes Nakari up across the stripe. Gebhardt stays in there with 3 fouls. Here's Luke driving, gets into the paint, and a charge called. That's Gebhardt's 4th. Little there to take the driving lane away from Luke Gebhardt. Luke was looking to give it up, and now 2 quick fouls on Gebhardt will put him on the shelf with 4 fouls. That'll get Caden Isaacson up off the bench, and probably for a spectator point of view, I'm a little excited. We might see Little and Isaacson go at it.
Well, Luke did a good job on him. Did a really good job on him.
Bryson Flax with his hands in his pockets having a conversation with one of the officials. He's smiling. I can't tell if it's sarcastically or...
I can.
I knew you could, Dad. Led you into that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Here comes Galena now. They lead it by 4. It's been their biggest lead of the day. 3:05 left to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs, boy, close to a 5 count there for Drake Augustine defensively. They go in down low. Now a kick out. 3-pointer on the way, and it's in. Boy, it looked like Nakari Morkel-Palmer might have gotten a piece of that basketball, but nonetheless, it still went in for Jackson Perry.
Well, we're on a scoring drought right now. We haven't been very efficient offensively.
It's a 7-point Galena lead, 41-34. Kaysen Lilly trying to answer. He does! Kaysen Lilly gets another one to go down. His second long-distance shot of the day. He has 9. Isaacson and Little in the backcourt. Little goes by Isaacson, now gives it up, gets it into the hands of Maverick Harmon. And now a foul called, a block on Caden Isaacson, his first.
Well, that's round 1 of that battle you were looking for.
Yeah. This Galena team might have the all-name team of the tournament. They have a Malachi, they have a Maverick, they have a Thatcher, a Lincoln, a Hadley. Great names on this Galena team. Here's Little and Isaacson going at it. You could tell those two colliding bodies, and Little's going to rise up and score. The Galena crowd behind us didn't like the business that Isaacson was giving to Little on that, but Little got the best of him. Two guys battling hard down low. 43-37, back to a 6-point Bulldog advantage. Kaysen Lilly blows right by the defender who came out to close out on that 3-point attempt, and Kaysen's going to draw a foul. That's on Tyler Little. His first. Kaysen Lilly set to inbounds, plays it way up high. Drew Richardson has it, now Nakari Morkel-Palmer. They'll lob it back over to Kaysen Lilly. Looking for that threes in a double team. He'll find Drew Richardson, now Nakari. Nakari takes one bounce to his right, now plays it back around, ends up with Kaysen Lilly. Those three continue to play catch around the perimeter. Now Sawyers gets involved. Down to the baseline. Nakari on a step-back three. Too strong, no good. Little and Sawyers go for the rebound, and Tyler Little wins that battle. Galena a chance to add to their 6-point advantage, 43-37. 1:25 left to go here in the third. Little has it on the right. He'll drive in, and a charging foul will be called on Little. Sawyers there to collect it for Tyler Little's second foul.
And it could have been his third if they'd have called the one on when he went into Gebhardt a while ago.
Should have been a second one, right?
Yeah.
77 seconds left to go here in the third. Southeast gets the basketball back. They trail by 2 possessions, 43-37. Richardson, Lilly, Nakari, Morikel Palmer all out beyond the 3-point line. Sawyers and Isaacson bouncing in the paint. Nakari has it on the right. He'll swing it back around. Ends up with Richardson. I don't think Drew's taking a shot in this game. There's Sawyers now high post. Out to Case and Lilly. Back to Nakari. Nakari goes to Drew on the left. Drew wants to drive baseline. Gets into a Galena defender. That's no good, and Little cleans it up on the rebound. 45 seconds left to go here in the third. Hadley Price walks it across the timeline. This Galena team just has just a sense of calm about them, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're very deliberate, very efficient.
Malachi Wesley brings it up top. Now he'll play it over to Hadley Price. Clock down inside 20. Now over to Maverick Harmon. Harmon in a double team against half court, and a timeout called by Galena, as they had Southeast of Saline's defense had Maverick Harmon pinned up against that timeline. 13.2 seconds left to go here in this third. It's brought to you by our friends at SES Oil and Hardware. Full timeout. We'll step away here on KINA.
This is Tammy Bedreau at the Bank of Tesket. If you're looking to purchase your new home in the near future, I want you to know we offer a variety of loan options to finance your home purchase. I would love an opportunity to be your lender. Give me a call or stop in today to learn more. We are local lenders making local decisions. The Bank of Tesket, committed to those we serve. MLS number 712440. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on T-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to full-service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Galena has the last say at it. They lead it by 6. They can take their biggest lead of the day with a score. Clock down to 3, down to 2. Jackson Price has it. He gives it up. Not enough time for Galena to do anything there. And once again, stellar defense by the Trojans as they close out another quarter on defense without giving up points. We go to the fourth. 43-37 is our score. Back with the final quarter of the Trojans basketball season after this on KINA.
Start style with a new vehicle from Home Automotive. Hi, this is Tim Holm. Right now is a perfect time for you to come see us. We have the biggest selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and Chevrolets with more vehicles arriving every day. So you won't have to wait for your next new ride. With Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Home Automotive, you'll know that you'll get the most for your trade-in. Get out of your old ride and into a new one. Come to Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
Hometown Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back at the sports arena, final quarter for Southeast of Saline here against Galena. Bulldogs lead it over SES, 43-37. Galena also starts out with the basketball. Devin Haney, Francis Flax here. A three-pointer for the Bulldogs, and that splashes through. Boy, what a dagger by Maverick Harmon, his first basket of the day. All of a sudden, that Bulldog lead has been inflated to 9. Akari Morkel-Palmer on the right. He'll play it out to Isaacson. Those two out there with Sawyers, Lilly, and Richardson. Richardson, middle of the floor, now back to Case and Lilly. They'll swing it back through to Nakari. Bounce pass inside to Sawyers. His fadeaway at the elbow. Curls around, falls off, no good. Lilly, though, off the rebound. He'll come back out to the top of the circle, leave it off, and good for Caden Isaacson. What a play by Case and Lilly.
Nice play.
46-39.
And a nice pass.
Have to start asking yourself a little bit here, Coach, as methodical and as calm as Galena is, boy, how do you come back against these guys? Here's Caden Isaacson showing a signal, and he's going to create a turnover.
Well, they call it.
Or they're going to call it on Isaacson. Wow. Isaacson and Little were on the floor on the scrum for the basketball. The official came in the whole time and was looking at Tyler Little to give Isaacson the foul, his second. Team foul number 6 on Southeast of Saline. Galena with it. Another three-pointer from the corner. That one's no good. Here comes a run out now by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Nakari will stop. Go left to Richardson. Here's Nakari along the baseline. Big bump, and he hangs and scores over the top of it anyway. Pretty move by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Southeast of Saline now back to within 5. They're on a little 4-0 run here. Galena being sped up by Southeast of Saline's defense. Nakari has shifted into another gear. He is reaching in now, trying to get the ball away from Maverick Harmon. Near steal by Case and Lilly, all the way to the cup Price, and they're going to call a foul on Southeast. Southeast knocked the ball away, and the baseline officials said there's a foul. It's the 7th team foul against Southeast.
Again, maybe?
Yep, looks like it. No, they're going to give it against Eli Sawyers, his third. So Sawyers has 3. Gebhardt has 4. We haven't seen Luke in a while. First free throw up for Jackson Perry is good. He has 6. Daniel Kerr, Drake Augustine has just checked in to the Southeast of Saline lineup. They will join Nakari, Case and Lilly, and Eli Sawyers. Second free throw, got them both. 2 for 2 at the free throw line for Jackson Perry. For the game, the Bulldogs are 4 for 6.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Luke here in about 30 seconds.
Augustine with it. Center of the floor. Southeast playing catch. Galena extending that zone out now to the guards of Southeast. There's a pass for Nakari. Tried to touch it inside. Might have lost his grip on it. Daniel Carroll pick it up, and a two-hand flush along the baseline for Nakari Morkel-Palmer. He has 6. And Nakari's starting to come alive. Back to a 5-point game. 48-43, 5:17 left to go. Southeast crowd starting to put their hands together. Root on these Trojans. Maverick Harmon up top, guarded by Augustine. Harmon now looks at a 3, turns it down, comes right back out, puts Augustine to sleep now on the drive, and they're going to say he traveled with the basketball when he pulled it up. Turnover number 6 of the half for Galena. Southeast, another shot here. Trailing by 2 possessions. It's a 5-point game. Sawyers with it. Puts his shoulder down. Goes to work. Kicks it out to Augustine. Augustine on the mismatch here. He has Tyler Little on the bottom of that zone. They work it around to Kerr for 3. Got it to go! Daniel Kerr, his first bucket of the day. And it's a 2-point Southeast lead. Trail. Galena's lead has been cut to 2. 48-46, the defense for Southeast. ratcheting up here at the Sports Arena as we reach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. A steal by Augustine. 3-on-1 break. Kerr all the way to the cup, and he is blocked at the backboard, but Augustine gets the carom. Off to Drake. He'll play it to the baseline corner. Lost the basketball. He's in trouble over there. Now he plays it off to Sawyers. And they're going to say, timeout Sawyers? Did Sawyers get a timeout vocally there? He did. The official says timeout Eli Sawyers. What a heady play that was.
A heady play
by Eli. He knew they were in trouble.
We were in trouble.
It's a 30-second timeout, and we will take it as well. We'll step away for a quick one here on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Salina Post and KINA, your home for all things Trojan. The Southeast of Saline Trojans sports stream live on the Salina Post, and you can always listen at 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or at 910KINA.com.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson, it's a 2-point game. Southeast of Saline trailed by 9. They have closed it back to within 2, Coach, and they have the basketball.
Yeah, we picked up the pace. Our defensive pressure is really special right now.
Luke Gebhardt has re-entered this contest. He has 4 fouls. Nakari Moracle-Palmer off the inbounds way up high to Daniel Kerr. They'll hand it off now to Augustine. Let's see what Bryson Flax has drawn up here out of the timeout. Gebhardt in the middle of the lane. Lost the basketball. Now he gets it back just before it touches the baseline. Into Nakari. He's in a trap. Kick out to Kerr. College 3. Won't go. High rebound and a leap by Gebhardt. He'll take it away. They keep this drive alive on the Southeast of Saline offensive end of the floor. Clock down to 3:35. Nakari now to the baseline. Little there to shut him off. Back out to Kerr. Now to Gebhardt. Gebhardt with a fake. He'll pull up in a soft spot of the zone. He is fouled. Luke Gebhardt will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 11 points for Luke. He was quiet, though, in that third quarter. Spent a lot of time on the bench as he got 2 fouls and now is saddled with 4 fouls total. Malachi Wesley, his first foul of the day. Team foul number 4 for the Bulldogs. Gebhardt's free throw is up and good. He has a dozen.
It's a pretty good comeback, Devin.
Yes, sir.
We could have folded it 10th.
Second free throw on the way. Got it. 48-48 for Southeast of Saline. This is a 9-0 run.
It's a nice move by the coach. Taking Gebhardt out now for defensive purposes. He put Lilly in.
And he gives your full court defense a chance to set, right?
Yes.
Here's Galena in the backcourt. They lose the basketball. Diving after it is Augustine, and he's going to have it. Augustine sold out, went to the sideline right in front of his bench, and got that basketball. Actually got the arrow. The arrow is in favor of Southeast of Saline here. So a good job there by Drake Augustine. Maverick Harmon for Galena reached around to tie him up. The arrow is in favor of the Trojans. See if they can continue this 9-0 run. 3:14 left to play. Augustine has it on the right. Now off to the corner, Nakari Moracle-Palmer. Back to Gebhardt up top. He'll play it left to Kerr. Kerr looking inside. Nakari wants it over the top. They're trying to front him, and he wants the lob pass to the backside. Now he's going to pop out to three-point land. He'll take the 3. Too strong off the back rim. Look at Danny Kerr in there battling for the rebound. And it's finally going to be jerked away by Ty Hall. 48-48, 2:45 left to go. Third place game here in Hutchinson. It's a good one. Southeast playing defense. Currently the Trojans trying to extend a 9-0 run. They were down 48-39. Little has it along the baseline. Wants to challenge Sawyers. Little bump there into Sawyers, and he floats an air ball picked up by Kerr. Now to Gebhardt. Gebhardt looking up the floor. Goes to Sawyers on the left-hand sideline. Eli all the way to the rack on the left-hand side. Continue that run for Southeast. 50-48. 2:09 left to go. The Southeast crowd on their feet getting into it. Trying to close out what has been an epic season for Southeast of Saline. They have set a school record with wins in a single season. Trying to get one more here in their final game. Little. He'll go back at Sawyers again. All the way to the rack. He missed the lay-in, but a foul will be called If it's on Sawyers, this will be 4. And they're going to give it to Augustine, who came over on help side defense. That's better for Drake. That is only 2 for him.
And I really thought that Drake could have taken another step and maybe drew a charge there, too.
He's only given up $120, Coach.
Oh, at least. At least.
Free throw, missed. Up until this point, Tyler Little was 2 for 2. 18 points for the senior. Second free throw attempt. Got that one to go. Galena. Back to the one. 1:42 left to go. Kerr will be fouled. Boy, aggressive reach there by Jackson Perry. But some fouls to give here for Galena, right? This is probably a smart play.
Yeah, I think it was a smart play. They have fouls to give.
Southeast will need to take care of the basketball and then probably shoot free throws here, but still another foul to give for Galena. Nakari Morikel-Palmer has it, top of the circle, inside to Gebhardt, who springs open for 2. Luke Gebhardt, 4 in the quarter since he's re-entered this contest. He has 15. 52-49. Southeast of Saline trying to close this one out. 75 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. 52-49 Southeast. Galena still ice in their veins. They look like they're as calm as can be right now. Little spin move in the paint. Blocked at the rim by Gebhardt. They get the carom though, and they're going to score by Ty Hall. What a save on that possession by Ty Hall and the Galena Bulldogs. And a 30-second timeout called by the Dogs. They are back within 1, and what a play by Gebhardt to come up and get that block, but give a call to Ty Hall for the Galena Bulldogs. He was able to get the block off the deflection and go back to the rim and score it, and it's a 1-point game. Southeast leads.
What a great third-place game. I mean, you never know going into the afternoon games who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. Well, both teams are here. This might as well be in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
Doesn't look to me like a loser's bracket game.
And we knew that coming in. I mean, when you were looking at the remaining 4 coming into yesterday, those 4 teams, I mean, you could have a round robin for 3 weeks, and I don't think any of us would be disappointed with a single one of those games. I made the joke last night, and jokingly, yes, but serious also, I would love to see Southeast and Heston go to a 7-game series. I mean, right now we're at 1-1.
Yeah.
And see those guys play and the way that they go about their business, it's great basketball.
Yes, it is. And looking back at last night's game, I said it all the way home that was one of the better high school games. It's the best one I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Bar none. So with that being said, this doesn't have much in the rear. I mean, this is a heck of a game too.
Southeast of Saline now facing full court pressure. Inside a minute left to go. Augustine has it. He's trapped underneath the basket, but now a long pass up the floor to Kason Lilly, who gets 2. Southeast of Saline broke the press with ease. Kason Lilly in double digits with 11. Southeast leads by 3. 41 seconds left to go. Maverick Harmon has it to Ty Little. Little trying to split the defense all the way to the cup. Missed it off the front of the rim. Nakari Morikel-Palmer has it, and now Nakari is fouled. Still no shots coming up here. Galena will have to continue to defend with 31.8 seconds left to go. That was their foul to give. Now they have 16 fouls. Boy, you think this doesn't matter to these kids? Look at the Southeast kids. They were all up on their feet on the bench.
You're right.
Disappointed, yes, but still taking care of business here and trying to close this one out. Sawyer's trouble getting it in. Nice job there by Galena.
Yeah.
The only real outlet Sawyer's had was all the way across the floor with Nakari, who came to help.
What I saw there, though, Devin, and I don't know if Coach saw it or not, you do that again, you can streak down this side of the floor because Galena is all over there.
Not sure what. Are they going to call a foul here? They're going to call a foul. They're not going to allow the Southeast timeout. They're going to call a foul, which means one of the Southeast players will be going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. So who is it for Galena?
I think it's Lilly that's going to go to the line.
Kason Lilly's in the keyhole. He wants the free throws. The foul will be called against Jackson Perry, who got caught with a hold says one of the officials. And Kaysen Lilly to the free throw line. 11 points so far for Kaysen. Luke Gebhardt goes over. He's having a conversation with Bryson Flax. Front into the 1-and-1, crawls out. 54-51, half a minute left to play. Galena bringing it up across the timeline. Maverick Harmon working on Lilly. Goes at him twice, now comes back and retreats. Plays it to Hadley Price. Price with a long distance three that won't go. That shot was flat. Nakari had the rebound. Tyler Little takes it away and then falls out of bounds on the baseline. Actually, excuse me, that wasn't Little, it was Ty Hall. Him and Nakari Miracle Palmer were engaged in a dual possession. Hall went to jerk the ball away and fell out of bounds.
Let me tell you something. You talk about a big-time rebound. Nakari just got one right there.
Yes, sir.
And he was dragged to the floor.
And again, probably giving up 50 pounds. I mean, these Galena kids are some big boys. And good job there by Nakari to fight for that rebound. Again, the momentum of just ripping that rebound away for Ty Hall carried him out of bounds. And Bryson Flax is going to get the timeout now. Southeast of Saline will have the basketball. 12.7 seconds left. It's a 3-point lead for the Trojans. As we do a reset here for you, both benches have one timeout remaining. The possession arrow, if we should have a dual possession, in favor of Galena. And both teams, if foul would occur, are shooting a 1-and-1.
Well, I think that Galena's going to have to foul, and I don't know what the strategy is. I'd like to see him get it in Luke Gebhardt's hand and let him have a try at it, because he's pretty hot today. Or Eli. Eli's good too.
Yeah, Eli Sawyers 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Luke Gebhardt 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Sawyers with 15. Gebhardt with 15. I mean, it's either one of those guys, it seems like, as they have been the offensive carriers for Southeast of Saline here in this game. 54-51, Southeast of Saline breaks the huddle as they come out after the full timeout. Again, actually now they're going to say Southeast, they've corrected. I thought they had one more. They have 2 timeouts.
Yeah,
they took the one off the board that did not occur. So a press break here, the key for Southeast of Saline to get this ball in bounds. Nakari's the trigger. He gets it into Sawyers, who immediately is fouled by Tyler Little. For Little, that will be his 4th foul. And a 1-and-1 opportunity waiting at the other end for Eli Sawyers.
So what was your thought on the 3-point heave that kid from Galena put up? I mean, you know, they've been patient and persistent all day, and this kid out of desperation threw that thing up there.
Wearing purple, I loved it. If I'm a Galena supporter, I could have had a better shot there, right? You've been pounding it inside and getting kickouts, and Sawyers misses the front end. Galena still has a shot at it, down to 10, down to 9. They're going to call a timeout right in front of the scorer's table and where their bench meets, and they will have 7.8 seconds left here and a chance to tie. So you look at this. Obviously, you're Southeast of Saline. You have a couple options here, Coach, and I always dance on the fence of this, and I'm curious to see your take on what you would do here. Do you deliberately foul and put them at the free throw line for a 1-and-1, leading by 3?
I'm on the fence too, but in this case, yes. I'm going to foul them at about the 4-second mark, and I hope it's on the perimeter, not on a shot.
Yeah, you got to foul them before the shot, the act of shooting starts to happen. No doubt about that. And then the most important thing is to block out. Make sure they don't get a chance at a tip or a rebound.
And I know other coaches that will guard the 3-point line and let them go in and shoot a layup.
Yep.
So I've seen it both ways.
Yep. A lot of options here, but the main thing is Southeast has put themselves in this position. Again, remember, this game was a 48-39 lead for Galena at one time. And Southeast of Saline right now outscoring Galena 15-3 to get to this point. It's amazing.
It is a great game. Boy, we've seen some good ones down here.
Love it. It spoils you, doesn't it?
And been involved in them.
Yeah. Awesome. Wouldn't have it any other way. 54-51. Southeast leads it by 3. 7.5 seconds left to go. Galena on their side of the floor. Little, top of the key. Down to 4. Hands it off. Now gets it back. It'll be Little for 3. Way short. And the rebound by Gebhardt will give Southeast of Saline the 3rd place medal for the 2nd consecutive year. Southeast of Saline gets a 3rd place trophy here at the state tournament. And in school history, it is for the 4th time. Southeast of Saline 54, Galena 51. in comeback fashion for the Trojans. We'll be back to close it out and give you final numbers from this one. It's a Trojan victory as postgame begins, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
March is the month of luck, and Vernon Jewelers is here to let you know it's time to shoot your shot. In-store at Vernon Jewelers, stop by and take your shot on their discount hoops game for 10% off store-wide. You will also see special engagement sets featured with a blow pop, so you can pop the question. Vernon Jewelers wishing you nothing but the best of luck all in the month of March. Look for the iconic light-up sign on Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Vernon Jewelers, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Third place medals and the trophy presentation going on right now here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson, and southeast of Saline in comeback fashion. They get the third place medal for the second consecutive year, 54-51. What a ball game and what a fourth quarter for southeast of Saline, Coach.
Oh, it was tremendous. You know, when we were 7 of 11 in the third quarter, they were 2 out of 8. We just completely turned the game around, and you have to credit the defense because that's what did it, and then it led to our offense.
As you said, 17-8 in the fourth quarter, and a 15-3 run within that fourth quarter for southeast of Saline, who really, again, their defense is what brought it through for the southeast of Saline Trojans, turning that defense into offense. And now Luke Gebhardt will accept the third place trophy, but 48-39 in the first couple of minutes of the fourth quarter. And you felt a little deflated. You're like, well, you know, they've had a good season, and this stuff start going through your mind. Then all of a sudden, I remember there was one possession where Nakari Morkel-Palmer switched to another gear. He started reaching around. He started trying to force the action, started doing some creative things defensively, and then all of a sudden you see his four mates on the floor pick it up as well, and they start getting after it defensively. Then deflections start to happen. Then turnovers start to happen. Then Galena starts taking bad shots for the first time in this game. The shooting percentage, I think, tells the story in the fourth quarter. We talked about how the calm that Galena played with was, but it's chaos that southeast of Saline thrives in.
Yeah, it is. And that's, we've survived on that all year long, man. Pressure. Get a steal, go down and score. But yeah, I can't say enough about the defense we played in that fourth quarter. I mean, we took Little out of the game. He might have scored one bucket. He got
a free throw in the fourth quarter. Yep.
That's it. So we took him completely out of the game, but part of that was because our guards had so much pressure on their guards that he had to come out and relieve them. And so he had the ball, but he was, 30 feet away from the goal. So, yeah, you got to hats off to Galena. They had a great year.
Yeah.
I believe they end up with the same record as we do.
Yeah, you're right. 2 losses on the season, and southeast of Saline, they get a chance to add to that total for the season. They will end up 24-2 And that is a single-season record of wins for a Southeast of Saline men's basketball team. The previous total was 22. This year, Bryson Flack's squad goes 24-2. And you look at their 2 losses, it could be to 2 state champions. It could be to Hutchinson, who might be the state champion in 4A, and Heston, who might be the state champion in Class 3A. That's unreal.
Unbelievable. I was talking about this on the way down here. So we beat Clay Center. They qualified for state. Yep. In the summertime, we hammered Wellington. They qualified for 4A state. We lost barely to Hutchinson. We've split now with Heston. I mean, come on, man. We played some hellacious competition.
Yeah.
And so, we got nothing to be ashamed of.
Love it. We'll see if we can get Bryson Flax to come join us. Of course, he has a lot to take care of. Let's go over stats from this game. Scoring stats brought to you by the Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Bank where the Trojans bank, and that is in beautiful downtown Gypsum at Citizen State Bank. Making up the 54 points for Southeast of Saline, Eli Sawyers led the way with 15 points. Luke Gephardt also had 15 points for Southeast of Saline. 11 points for Kaysen Lilly, who was critical not only today but also yesterday, too. I thought Kaysen made some timely buckets yesterday in the loss. He was big here this afternoon. 6 points for Nakari Morkel Palmer. All of those came in the second half. 4 points for Caden Isaacson and 3 points for Daniel Kerr. For Galena, 19 points for Tyler Little, but as you said, Coach, 1 point for him in the fourth quarter. 13 points for Hadley Price, 9 points for Ty Hall, 7 points for Jackson Perry, and 3 points for Maverick Harmon. Southeast of Saline, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. They went 2 of 4 in the fourth quarter, missed 2 front ends of 1-and-1s. Galena, 5 of 8 from the free throw line in this game. And then when you really get down to the brass tacks and you really get down to the way this game was played throughout the contest, it started like this for Southeast of Saline. It ended like this for Southeast of Saline, making turnovers into points. 15 turnovers for Galena, only 5 for Southeast.
Yeah, that's a big tale of the game. But again, you got to go back to that pressure defense, man. We did a phenomenal job. And, you look at the scoring, you're going to get that from Eli. Most of the time, you're going to get it from Luke. You should have got a little more from Nakari, but he sparked us when we needed it. But you got to take your hats off. You know who hit a big shot in this game that is going to go unnoticed was Danny Kerr.
Yes.
He hit that three-pointer from the left wing, and that's going to go unnoticed. But I'm going to tell you another thing that's going to go unnoticed is the 2 buckets that Caden Isaacson got.
Yep.
He played, I think he wore out Little because he beat on Little the whole time he was in there. He got a couple fouls for doing it, but he beat on him the whole time. So you got to credit to all these guys. That was a valiant effort.
Well, and we say that about Caden, right? He knows he has 5 fouls. He's going to use 4 of them most of the time. I mean, and if he doesn't, the officials let it go. That's even better. That's kind of the topping on the dessert, so to speak. 54-51. We'll take a final timeout. We'll see if Bryson Flax can come join us here in postgame. Actually, Coach is coming right here, so let's just keep it right here, Sam. Glad you could join us for Southeast basketball. Good win here for Southeast of Saline as Bryson Flax comes to join us here in postgame. His interview brought to you by Frisbee Construction after a 54-51 win for Southeast of Saline here in this third-place game. And Coach, I want to rewind back to after the game yesterday. I asked you kind of mentally with these 7 seniors, 8 if you include Jake, and the goals that you guys had, kind of the unspoken final goal that you had of getting a state title. After that tough game yesterday and the outcome, how you got these guys ready to play. And you told me at that point you didn't know.
Yeah.
What did you learn about your team coming up to this game today?
A lot of the same things that I already knew. Just they're stinking good. They're mature. They're professional every day, and they did a phenomenal job preparing themselves. And it's just one of those things that I think it's helped that we've been here before. And everybody's a little. It's bittersweet, right? We got mixed emotions because we failed, but at the same time, I told him just now a second ago, the things that group has done, over the course of 2 seasons is remarkable, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Yeah, just a total of 6 losses in the season, 2 of them this year. You set a school record for wins in a single season with 24. The previous record had been done multiple times at 22. And the outcome of the day is still kind of up in the air, and I know this is no consolation prize, but just the broad of teams that you played this year, you have a chance for those two losses to be to a state champion in Class 4A and a state champion in Class 3A. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, both of them have a really good shot at it too. You know, I wish for the guys we could have been playing later, but I'm proud as heck because, you know, they fought. They didn't have hardly any energy, that, you know, and then, you know, it's really they want to be here because it's the last time they're going to step on the floor with their dudes, but they really don't want to be here, you know, and it's just it was great for us, though, and our guys are great, and we have a lot of support.
It seemed like this game for you, the important things happened in a bracket. When I say that, I mean first quarter, fourth quarter. You guys were able to get deflections, you were able to get steals, you were able to get rebounds that ended in runouts and forced the tempo in your favor. We know that your squad really kind of thrives in chaos a little bit. Galena just had this calming effect to them with that zone and with the way that they would dribble and be patient on offense. I made the comment pregame, they're comfortable playing in the 40s. They had an overtime game yesterday against Marysville. Didn't get it out of the 40s. And it was just kind of like in the middle of that game, it was, boy, they're just going to just beat us to death with this zone. And then fourth quarter, you start coming back around, and you're able to finish the game like you started it.
Yeah, I think we were down, 8 in the fourth? 9 in the fourth, and you know, we just never lost sight of what we're, you know, trying to do. You know, sometimes it just takes a little while to get there, and but I thought we did a good job moving the ball around, especially early in the game, and then again in the fourth quarter. You know, but defensively, we just showed more toughness. You know.
Yeah, that 9-point disadvantage came early in the fourth quarter. Galena hit a shot and went up 48-39, and then that's where I saw it started with Nakari Morkel-Palmer. He came up to half-court stripe, started reaching, started doing some things aggressively against their ball handlers. Then his teammates picked that up. From being down by 9, 48-39, you went on a 9-0 run and tied it at 48 all. Then you scored another point, extended that lead out to 50-48. That's an 11-0 run. Galena hit a free throw, but then you came back and got another field goal. And all in all, in the fourth quarter, you outscored them 17-8, but a 15-3 run to close the game.
Yeah, that's impressive. You know,
crazy.
And we didn't change anything. You know, like you said, Nakari got up a little bit. Nakari's not feeling well. He hasn't felt well for 3 days now. You know, but he's fighting through it for his guys. But you know, I thought we had a lot of good efforts, and I thought Caden did really nice things when he was in. I thought Kaysen was really good. You know, Drew was solid. Eli was really good. You know, it's just one of those things that you got a little piece of everybody this evening, and that's the way it should be.
Well, congratulations on the win, and I will tell you this, and I'll tell everybody this. The 3 games that we've had at the state tournament have been really good games. We have videoed these games, even though we can't play them live due to current CASA rules. They will be available tomorrow, and we'll get those links out to everybody so you can relive some of these games here with Southeast of Saline. Congratulations on an epic season at third place in state. Again, 2 teams out of 64 finish on a win, right?
Yep.
And you're one of them. Nice job, sir.
Yep. Thank you, Devin.
Congratulations to you, Bryson Flax, the head coach of Southeast of Saline's Trojans. Trojans get a third-place win here at the state tournament in Hutchinson, 54-51 over the Galena Bulldogs. Time now for our Vernon Jewelers Gems of the Game. It is all 8 of those seniors, man. They did a really good job. Of course, Jake could not play the second half of the season, but he is definitely one of the seniors in that class, and it is Caden Isaacson. It's Luke Gebhardt. It is Kaysen Lilly. It is Jake Gebhardt, Drew Richardson, Drake Augustine, Nakari Morkel-Palmer, and Eli Sawyers. I don't know if we'll see a better team come up anytime soon for Southeast of Saline. I hope next year's is better, but man, this group of guys is certainly special for Southeast of Saline, and they have the coaching staff to go along with it. Third place finishers here at the state tournament in Hutchinson, 54-51. You can see a complete game wrap of this game that features Southeast of Saline with a third place finish later on SalinaPost.com. Big thank you to Brian Dennett providing video that will be available starting tomorrow on SalinaPost.com. Also, Big Sam Pretty at Studio Central. Francis Flax, I'm Devin Haney saying thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline basketball. The Trojans third in the state, and you heard it right here on KINA.